It's the Rundown presented by Rocky Boots. For over 85 years, Rocky has been building the world's most rugged boots and apparel. From the job site to the campfire, Rocky boots and clothing are built tough and so comfortable you'll wear them everywhere you go. Now, Rocky Boots is introducing Work Smart, rugged outdoor workwear that is more comfortable than anything out there. Whether you're a working man or just comfortable manly clothes, try Work Smart and see how comfortable workwear can be. Rocky rugged outdoor heritage since 1932. Go to rockyboots.com and enter the code RUNDOWN to check out with 25% off your next pair of boots. All right, we got Brandon Walker in. We got Vibbs in. Brandon, we're going to talk a little bit of NXT at the end. That's the reason why I wanted that moment, so we'll do that for the after show. For the time being, though, we got a bunch to rattle through here. I'm going to start with Texas. Texas is getting snow, and it is fucking jacked up. I know that we kind of do this a lot up here in like the Northeast when people get snow in cities they're not used to it. We kind of like laugh at them and shit. But this is bad. Texas is in bad shape right now, and I think it's like 4 million people don't have power, and there's more snow coming. And they're just not equipped to handle any snow, let alone like 8 inches of it. So, what do you got on Texas, Brandon?
Yeah, so it kind of bothers me when the Northeasterners or the Northerners do that because, why aren't you ready for it? Because snowplows cost a lot of money, Salt costs a lot of money. We put it on our food down south. We don't put it on the roads. I empathize with Texas. I love Texas. It's one of the greatest places, but 4 million people without power, that's serious business. Yeah,
I mean, when you are not used to the cold weather at all, and I think they're saying it's like -15 or like something crazy like that, and the whole state too. Like the bottom of Texas is like in Mexico.
Houston.
Houston getting snow is like unfathomable. I think I just realized for the first time, like recently, how much we take for granted. They get the salt out right away. They get the plows out, even if it's like 2 inches. They clear it out like when you don't even realize it. And then, these places get an inch or two and they're locked down, let alone 8 full inches.
My question is this. I have a question. Why the fuck do we live in this stuff?
Brandon?
Why aren't all of us in America like shutter down into Florida or California or Arizona, somewhere? Yeah. Obviously, Texas going through it this week. It can happen everywhere. But I look out my window. I got 3 feet of snow that's been there for a month. I hate it here. Well,
no, the good thing is it's cheap around here. It's not expensive. So wait, it's the worst fucking place in the world.
And it's wide open. There's not a lot of people here too.
Yeah, no, it's very it's open and it's clean and it's inexpensive. Oh no, it's terrible. What about what's the snow situation in Indy, Vibbs?
Indy right now is awful. It's always pretty bad, but it's like -3 degrees there, and there's like 8 inches of snow. But I saw a video of one lady in Texas scraping off the front of her car with a spatula that had like cheese burnt onto it. That's how desperate they were.
Now that's a little ridiculous. Like, you can't find something better than a fucking, I don't know. You don't have to like have like all the snow equipment ready to.
Right. Yeah.
A spatula.
But wouldn't that work if the cheese is hot? Then it would melt the snow faster.
Oh, you think she's thinking next level? Okay, Brandon. Yeah.
She just got done cooking. She got melted cheese on it. It's 100 degrees. She goes outside. She's got a snow cheese slushy.
Genius.
You're an idiot. Joe Biden spent the weekend up at Camp David, played Mario Kart with his granddaughter, beat her, by the way. I kind of respect that, not letting the kid win. But he played as Luigi, which I do not respect at all. Makes me call into question. We did the election. We had every stone was unturned. We had, we dug up all the dirt, all these things to make you question Joe Biden. Had I known that he played as Luigi, I mean, who knows? Maybe he wouldn't have even won the election.
Well, I'm not sure we did all the dirt digging under Joe Biden. B, say the name of the game again.
Here we go.
Just accept it, Brandon. They're never going to change.
This is what, what's funny is that I do say Wario. I should say Wario, but I don't know. It is what it is, brother. Listen, you live in New York now. It's dirty. It's expensive. It's crowded. It's cold. And people say Mario. Fuck you.
Well, that's the wrong way to say it. It's not Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart. There's a big wide world out there. You can't go into Tennessee or California and say Mario Kart.
You know what bothers me is people are like, well, listen to the beginning of the game. He says, it's a me, Mario. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't have a fucking Italian accent. I'm not a plumber from Italy. I don't speak like he does. I don't have his accent.
But wait a minute. You just said this is New York. People say Mario. There's a billion Italians here.
Yeah, and they all say Mario.
He says Mario.
Well, I don't talk like him. I'm not from Italy. I'm not an Italian plumber.
Okay, fine. No. Okay, Mario Kart. Is it acceptable to be Mario?
No.
It's acceptable to be Donkey Kong.
Yes. Agree
It's
with
acceptable
that.
to be Bowser.
No.
What?
No Bowser.
What kind of bitches are you? Of course,
No,
Bowser.
Bowser. See, the thing about like Donkey Kong and Wario is they're fast, but they do have the size. Bowser's just a fat, slow guy. Like you can bully people around, but he's slow.
Yeah, Bowser's me.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, you can be him, but it's a bad pick. It's like, yeah, you can draft Brandon Walker, but he's fat and slow, so it's a bad pick.
So you say no Mario.
Correct. Mario and Luigi are like just the lame picks. Like it's like, I don't know. That to me is like, come on, who fucking picks that guy? Everybody loves Yoshi. People like Peach. People like Toad. He's tiny. He's fast. I think that the good pick is those in between guys who are fast enough but big enough.
Yeah, I guess I like Bowser. I'm sorry, I like being the big guy on screen. I like pushing people around.
So yeah, you give me Bowser vibes, and Vibbs, you kind of have that Luigi body type.
Luigi, I would never use Luigi. I am a younger brother, so I've always had to be Luigi, and I think that's what Biden is kind of doing.
True.
He's so using Obama's number 2 that he's going Luigi over Mario.
I can see that. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking right now, Brandon? I'm sure you know. Remember the original Nintendo ice hockey?
Yes. Yes.
We're kind of almost like the 3 characters on that right now.
We are. I don't know why you said it, but I just wanted to rep Blades of Steel today.
Nice. That's a legit one. How many of them?
Ice hockey had the skinny guy, the fat guy, and the average guy.
Yeah.
You're the average guy?
I mean, you two fit it better. I'm kind of lost in there, but yeah, that's how I would think of it.
I mean, no, don't sell yourself short. You're remarkably average.
Well, I am the most medium average guy of all time, no doubt. But yeah, we're kind of the ice hockey. Michelangelo, make up a little graphic for us. Put our heads on that. Those. He probably doesn't know what we're talking about, to be honest.
I don't know, but that's a great idea.
Yeah. Second half of the rundown brought to you by Felix Gray. Listen, our eyes were not meant to be staring at screens all day. We're supposed to be out in the wild and looking out at the fucking nature up into the sky and the sunsets. And instead, we're staring at our screens and our phones all day long. So our eyeballs are going to melt out of our heads and we're all going to go blind. And that's why Felix Gray came up with their blue light glasses, which is like the Ferrari or the Rolex of blue light glasses, because it's high quality materials that are stylish, that filter out 15 times more blue light from screens than the other blue light lenses. So 15 times better than the other brands out there. Portnoy wears them when he's doing his day trader, when he's staring at the screens all day trading. All of us are rocking it when we want to keep our eyes strained down. You sleep better at night. Your vision will be better. You'll have less headaches. People are playing video games all day now. People are at home because of COVID. You got to get these glasses. And right now they are paying it forward to the Barstool Fund. So 10% of sales from the Nash, Hopper, and Roebling frame styles through February will be donated to the Barstool Fund. So shop for the blue light glasses at felixgray.com/Barstool Fund through February. 10% all donated to the Barstool Fund. That's FEILXGRAY.com/Barstool Fund, and 10% will go to the fund. Free shipping, free exchanges, 30-day money-back guarantee. That's FelixGray.com/Barstool Fund. Shop for your favorite Barstool blue light glasses at FelixGray.com/Barstool Fund through February. 10% will go to the Barstool Fund. Select styles only. Larry King with one of the more badass moves ever. So he just passed away recently, and right before his death, grabbed a piece of paper and scribbled down, "This is my last will and testament. Any other previous wills and documents should be ripped up, and I'm giving 100% of all my money to be evenly split amongst my kids," because right before he died, he found out his 8th wife was banging the baseball coach, his son's baseball coach. So just, I like to picture it on his deathbed. I don't know exactly when he did it, but I like to picture him just grabbing a pen and scribbling it down. And then this gold digger who married him for like 25 years, just waiting. The rumor was because the baseball the baseball coach was bragging about it and said to her, or like said to the TMZ or whoever that she used to say, "Don't worry, he'll be dead soon." And so, Larry got wind of it and said, "You cut out of the will." What do you think, Brandon?
I love the idea of being petty on your deathbed. Just because it's a deathbed doesn't mean you have to fade off quietly. I think you should create as much chaos as you can on the way out. Plus, Larry King, he was married 8 times. You don't play games with a guy's been married 8 times. All right, he's been there before.
Yeah, like she probably, you can't be thinking I got one over on him when it's like, listen, this is my 8th rodeo.
No, yeah, she probably thought she had won 8 units on a bet or something. But it doesn't go like that.
The homies were pressed after that one. Vibbs, what do you got?
I don't understand why you have to go to a lawyer to get your will typed up if you can just write it on a piece of paper and just say, hey, this is what's going on.
That's a great question. I feel like just because lawyers want to pump you for money all the time, I would imagine.
Right.
Well, there's a question to be asked here. I mean, were the kids there to see it? And they're like, no, that's his handwriting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great question. How do you really know? How can you? I guess you can look at signatures and whatnot, but
those kids probably forged his signature a million times.
I like to think the last thing he ever wrote on this earth was "fuck that bitch."
Yeah. Good for Larry going out with a bang. Larry King used to toy with me. 4 times he said he would do my podcast, and 4 times he canceled.
Again, the man's been divorced 8 times. You think he's going to say yes to you?
Can't be surprised by it. The last time he canceled, it was a final no because Smitty had put up a blog when Larry King had Bill Cosby on his show once, and they were just like joking and laughing around about roofies. And we were like, what the fuck's up with this? And he was like, yeah, I'll never do your show. And I was like, okay, fine. It is what it is. He was laughing about roofies.
The last will and testament said, P.S. I'm glad I never did that punk ass bitch Kevin Clancy's podcast.
And I would respect that. If I made it to Larry King's will, even in a bad way, fine with me. I would love it. Jake Paul is back running his mouth on Instagram. So Lamar Odom is fighting Aaron Carter, which is Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys' younger brother. Jake Paul's not happy about this because he's like, listen, I might be a celebrity, but I'm a boxer who takes it seriously. You guys are kind of making a mockery of the game by like not really training. So he puts up that video. Then Aaron Carter responds, well, I keep that motherfucking thing on me, says he's strapped at all times and that he'll fucking kill you. Vibbs, what do you got on Aaron Carter versus Jake Paul and Lamar Odom?
I haven't seen Nick Carter in a very long time. His face is completely stacked.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Nick's the older brother. Aaron Carter's the crazy one.
I watched him also, for some reason, for 7 minutes, do a drug test. He pissed into a thing and did a drug test. The only thing he had in his system were like Xannies and weed. And he's like, all right, see, I told you guys I was clean. But his pee was also like red. It was so gross. He was so dehydrated. It's also weird that I'm going to mess up which Paul it is. It's also weird that Jake Paul is talking about all this shit and how he's it's celebrity boxing when he just fought Nate Robinson, which is such a stacked fight.
And you know what? Like looking back, he did knock him out, but before that, it was very like messy and grapple. Like Jake Paul does know how to, he can hit the pads, he can hit the bag. He is, he's a fighter. But then the only time we've really seen him fight, I wasn't like overly impressed. I think he's making a big jump to Ben Askren, and God, I mean, if he ever fights, McGregor and those kind of guys, who knows?
Nate Robinson's like 5'8" compared to Jake's. I don't know. He's 6 foot something.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not a fair fight as far as I'm concerned.
I think he still needs like another fight to really. He does train a lot. Like he's not like Nate Robinson blatantly didn't train. He does take it seriously, but I still think we need to see more of him to like really think he's a real fighter. What do you got, Brandon?
So my thing, I don't think you can get high and mighty about celebrities doing the celebrity boxing thing. I mean, celebrities have been cashing in with the sham that is celebrity boxing for decades and decades and decades. This is not a new phenomenon. Let the guys whose star is gone. Like, who's paying to see Aaron Carter do anything? If somebody would pay him to fight, let him fight. I don't understand. It's great that Jake Paul wants to be a boxer and he looks legit. He's training and great for him. Move on to that, but don't denigrate the guys who were famous 20 years ago for trying to get one last suckle of the teat.
Yeah.
I will say this: when Aaron Carter was doing his drug test, he has like the body type of a meth addict. Like he's just completely skinny. He has no abs. He's like kind of fat. It's not pretty. He doesn't look like he's taking it
But
seriously.
have you ever gotten a fight with a meth addict? I have, and my dad whipped my ass. I'm telling you, it is tough. Meth addicts don't feel pain. They don't care. You can punch them in the face, and their face just regenerates.
Okay,
It's
but
all
here's
meth.
the thing.
I'm
He's
not
fighting Lamar Odom. Like,
Yeah.
he's a meth, this is like meth versus meth. Lamar is probably, a foot taller than him, so I don't know how that's going to work. But you're talking about two guys who are not going to be feeling any pain on that day because playing on bath salts.
I don't know. I feel like Lamar Odom's going to get hit like this, and his neck's going to like ET his head way up here. Like he's not going to look right fighting. I don't understand Lamar Odom in this at all.
He's too big and lanky.
Wiry.
Yeah, it's great for the basketball court, not great for the boxing ring.
Carter has the look of a meth head. I'm not saying he is, so he doesn't have the advantages that a meth head would have.
Oh, no, but I think he is. Don't worry. I think he is.
I think he's a meth head past his prime. Like,
yeah, that's
he
true.
did, and now he just has nothing.
I just say I don't think meth heads have primes, but
Oh, that's where you're wrong, baby. There's a sweet spot. There's like a 2-week sweet spot where meth is awesome.
Well, speaking of primes, in LeBron's prime, although, I mean, who knows when LeBron's prime, he might still be in it right now. But back in 2011, he says during the lockout, he would have made the Seahawks or the Cowboys. So there's no doubt in his mind he would have played professional football. I don't know if he goes on to say, like, would he, start? Would he be effective?
the man is 6'8", 275, and at one point was maybe the fastest player in the NBA end to end. It's always crazy to say I could make it in this sport. I mean, LeBron James he could have. He's one of the most freakish athletes we've ever seen.
Ever walked the planet. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things like we've always kind of said this, like if LeBron were to pick football instead of basketball and be like a tight end or something, forget about it. When you see Iverson playing quarterback, although he was probably, too short overall, but like some of these guys in the NBA, if they put their mind to soccer, if they put their mind to football, any of these sports, I think they dominate all of them because they're just the biggest freak athletes on the planet.
Charlie Ward won the Heisman. LeBron James can't catch 20 passes a year for the Cowboys? Of course he can.
Do you think though he would have in these circumstances, forget about, if he played it his whole life, if it was like, the NBA is gone for a season or two for whatever reason, Michael Jordan type retirement, do you think he could literally just walk over in 2011 and play pro football there?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, he was at the peak. 2011? He's 27 years old. He's at his very athletic prime. So if you believe he can play at all, then that would have been the time to do it.
Do you think it's more athleticism though, or like understanding football schemes and playbooks?
Well, I think that's a little overrated. 6'8", 275, they'll figure the schemes out for you.
Yeah, just run and put your hand up, right?
But I do think the only thing was this tough enough because he hasn't always been the toughest guy when taking contact. Maybe he flops a little bit. I love LeBron, but that's a little bit true. Once he gets his bell rung twice, he's got millions in the bank. Is he still going across the middle?
Vibbs, what do you think?
I mean, I think basketball and football are two different things to go off what Brandon Walker was saying. I think he'd adjust his mentality. I mean, it's LeBron James,
Yeah, I was thinking like he kind of flops because he's playing a sport where you're supposed to like not get hit. But I wonder if he just like said, all right, I'm going to truck motherfuckers now and I'm going to get ready to get hit. And I'm not looking for a foul, or there is no fouls per se, that it might be if he, that's what I'm thinking though. Had he put his mind to it growing up, it's different than had he just walked right over, because he is used to like, where's the refs? Where's the whistle? And there ain't no whistle saving you this time.
I think he's playing the game within the game on flopping. Everyone says they want to see LeBron James as like a tight end or a wide receiver. I would love to see him as like a hard hitting safety. I know he's probably too tall, but like a Earl Thomas over the middle. That'd be amazing. And he jumps so high, which is what you want in a wide receiver, but.
Yeah, but have him like edge rusher or something, just having that monster run at you. Jesus Christ.
He'd be successful pretty much anywhere he'd go. Like, he played.
Anything else? I think that, Kendall Jenner's going to make $1 billion off her tequila. Good for her, right? I mean,
work if you can get it.
That's the first. We should be doing that here. We kind of did it with Pink Whitney. We got our deal with New Amsterdam, but like we should have a Barstool whiskey or Dave should have his own liquor. That's like once you make it, that's what you do. Clooney makes it tequila. Ryan Reynolds makes it gin. Like you just these things, they don't taste any different or better. It's just slap your name on it. It's the easiest thing to do to make money once you're rich. It's just pencil in like double your net worth because you make a liquor. $1 billion, man. It's
we should do Penny Balls whiskey. Put some balls in your mouth.
sure. Oh man, a ball. You get those big balls of ice. Balls whiskey.
Yeah.
Fun. It's 5 balls on the scale, and he'll retire tomorrow.
Hot balls.
That's it. Five balls whiskey.
I like that. We get credit for that.
Oh, it's ours. Yeah.
Yeah. Balls, you can get like 10% of your own whiskey. The 3 of us are taking the rest of the money. Last thing before the after show. This is kind of after show-esque. There's a couple out there who named their baby Riggs. And not like coincidentally, like he DM'd him like, I pitched the name Riggs because of you.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Riggs isn't named Riggs.
Right. Riggs is named Bozo. His name is Bozo, okay?
How is your last name not Bozo? I mean your nickname, because it seems like your last name is Bosnian?
It's Bozoyan.
B-O-Z-O.
Yeah.
It seems like one of the most all-time.
Oh, it was Bozo for a long time.
And then how'd it go to Riggs?
Because I was like, I'm going to write under Riggs.
We got hoodwinked.
Oh, we're the only ones who call you Riggs?
No. Yeah.
We got hoodwinked.
No shade to Riggs. I actually love, like, me, like the mail time guy, Mr. Bamboozle, Mr. Boondoggle. His hustle is the greatest of all time. I can't knock him. I would never name my child after him. I mean,
maybe you look in your baby's eyes and you can't look at both of them at the same time, and you just got to name him Riggs. Lazy guy baby.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay.
Bibbs, he got that medically corrected.
I know, so I can make fun of it now.
Okay, that is fair. That actually is fair. Imagine that your baby like looks up from the nursery and you're like, it's like, oh, we got to name him Riggs.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
yeah.
There are, I would say, you got to be like a A-list celebrity to do naming your baby after them, And even then, it's kind of weird. Like, there's got to be a real reason or something behind it. I actually think a lot of people will name their baby after like a character as opposed to a real person because like they were the hero in the movie or something like that. But just to be like, I mean, the rest of your life, why are you named Riggs? Because like the golf blogger at the smut page I used to read was named Riggs. What?
I played hockey at Harvard. Riggs.
What if the baby grows up to live a summer at Pinehurst and then just it gets torn away?
Yeah.
I
wonder if Riggs. I wonder if Riggs teared up over this one. I wonder if he started crying when he read that. You guys.
Oh man, you see Riggs walking out of the hospital room. Just 1 second.
You.
This place means the world to me. It's because of you guys. So.
Thanks for everything you did, my man.
Riggs Rahim is the baby's name, so they went with the alliteration. But I mean, congrats to the mom and the baby. I hope you're all healthy.
Alliteration aside, that's a terrible name.
Terrible name.
Rahim Riggs is better.
Yeah, I was gonna say flip it. That's also the thing is Riggs is not a first name. It's a made up name.
I mean, Rahim Riggs is an all-conference Big Ten running back.
Right. That kid is a 5-star recruit right now, but Riggs Rahim is, I don't know what he is, to be honest. And Riggs, like you said, by the way, Riggs is a made-up nickname because he just didn't want to be called Bozo. So it's like the name is not even that good. I think Riggs even knows that he just needed something other. I think it's like a maiden name and it was his middle name. It's just not a first name.
His desk is next to mine and I get packages from him all the time on my desk. I saw his name for the first time ever on the label, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" It's such. He sounds like a Serbian fucking war monger. Like he fucking did war crimes in Kosovo.
Mike, he walks out of the war saying, "You guys,
you guys." Mike, make sure you cue the Bozo gift from Dave. Bozo, one of the best gifts ever. Bozo.
Do it again.
Dan,
do it again, Dave.
Don't point. The point is unnecessary.
The point is so good. The point is so good.
He doesn't pause, too.
The point makes everything.
All right, after show time. Brandon, congratulations, man. I didn't get to watch it. Is there a way I can watch it? I guess you got the WWE Network.
Yeah, well, it's on WWE Network on their free edition. It's also on YouTube, on WWE's YouTube. So
okay, cool. So you can watch it without subscribing. I really want to see it. I think this is genuinely, I really think, one of the more impressive things done at Barstool. I'm always, having been here as long as I've been here, I always appreciate the people who come in and further the brand and take it places and start their own shows, much like both of you have done, rather than just kind of, ride whatever's been there. And the fact that within a year or maybe a little over a year, how long have you been here?
So I'm 2 years in April. 2
years in April. So the fact that, in that short of time, you started the wrestling podcast and now are hosting the NXT pre-shows. Unbelievable, man. I saw you up there with Sam Roberts and everybody shaking hands with Triple H. I honestly texted you. I said, is this real? Because I was like, holy shit. I thought this was like a Photoshop or a prank or something. And no, it's the real deal. You pulled it off, man. Congrats.
I started the podcast December 1st, I believe. So 3 months ago, I started wrestling. I just wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to take advantage of being a fan. And it happened quickly. And, first of all, thanks for Dave and Erica for helping me along the way. But it was awesome. And being down there around the wrestlers, meeting Triple H and Shawn Michaels, it was one of these moments. But it was, this place affords you the opportunity to do whatever you want. And it was fun.
Took it around with it, man. You were with Sam Roberts and it was a third guy, right?
Sam Roberts and Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett, a former NXT wrestler, former WWE Intercontinental Champion. So Sam was incredible. I don't know if you know Sam. But I never met him. He DM'd me the night before and said, hey, man, whatever you need, let me know. I'll take care of it. And he led me by the hand. See, I was originally going down there to do a 3-minute hit. And when I woke up on Sunday, they had changed it to 30.
Holy
shit. I didn't know that. So once we did the 30, I'm used to 3 minutes. I'm not used to 30 minutes.
So 30 minutes meaning what? Like you're at a desk with him and like talk like
stand up. It's a 30-minute stand up with mics. Yeah. And there were some video packages, so it wasn't 30 straight minutes, but it was 30 minutes it was a 30-minute show.
Dude, and it's all live, right? Or is it?
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, but I just mean like even just having done Surviving Barstool, where it's like, all right, you're gonna talk for a couple minutes and kick it to this package, and then come back to here, and like it's a whole dance to just like be thrown in the mix and do 30 minutes is no fucking joke.
Yeah, it was crazy, but it was awesome. NXT, WWE, they were first class all the way. Being able to live out that dream so quickly is incredible, and hopefully it's the beginning, not the ending. I believe I did well enough on a personal level, and Barstool, the audience is kind of coalesced together in just the right way that it's going to be the beginning for Barstool and a great relationship.
Vibbs, what did you think of Brandon Walker's sport coat choice?
I love the 70s check plaid sport coat. I thought that was the perfect choice.
And you went shopping for it, right? This was picked out intentionally for this event, right?
I just decided to go 1970s or 80s heel wrestling manager with the louder outfit. And just so I went and I saw this ugly sports coat on the rack. And I'm like, that's it right there. And I texted Casey Smith and Katie Sass and said, what do you think about this? And they said, yeah. So I bought it.
There you go. It looked sharp, man. I liked it with the wrestling shirt underneath, repping the brand. So well done by you. And yeah, I hope you keep it moving. Yeah. Yeah. The hair was on point. Yeah. The whole look, man, you top to bottom, you did it well.
Yeah. Sometimes these moments just come up and grab you and you don't realize, how big it is. But when I was doing it, I was like, holy fucking shit. It came 22 years to the day that I had gone to Raw back in Birmingham, and I had that ridiculous picture of me with the bowl cut.
You looked absurd in that picture, man.
That's how big of a fan I was. I was just standing there, I had the bowl cut, and then 22 years later, I'm standing there with a mic with hair that I never thought. Shout out to our girl, Erica, who's the best. And it just worked. I don't know why it worked, but it worked.
How big is Triple H in real life? Is he a monster?
He's a monster. He's very thick, obviously. Me and him are the same. We're eye to eye, but his eyes are backed by a whole lot more than mine are.
Yeah, he's a freak, man. He's one of the best. All right, man. Well, congratulations, everyone. Go download Wrestling, the new wrestling podcast. Obviously, he's making waves, so he's doing something right. So the podcast is good. Vibbs, what do we have in store for Lowering the Bar?
We are doing Vegemite this week, so it's an easy week.
What's that?
Like an all-time favorite in Australia.
Oh, okay.
But it tastes like shit. It's bad. It sucks. Australian people are weird.
Yeah. Well, there's always a catch.
Yep.
So go check out Lower in the Bar, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another rundown.